just double it. I'm about to pop the top, I've been bubbling. They want the spot, but I do not cut them in. They tryna plot my drop, they been huddling. Feeling so tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox full of contracts, I signed with a stylist. Yeah, blue faces blowing up like violence.
I know a lot of people praying for my downfall, but the only thing that I'll be down for is being top 5, but like down 4. I'm down to earth like the ground floor, but I've been flying so long, I tend to ask people, what's the ground for? Man, I'm only headed up, see my flow volcanic, it's the fire I erupt. Heard the fans getting rowdy cause they haven't had enough. You know I'm running the city, you just running out of luck. Yeah, I say that with my chest, I flow hard, it's no wonder they easily impressed. I'm so far, but I'm always coming back with something fresh, I never rest. Swear you'll never catch this eagle in a nest, I invest my time in
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of High Risk, High Reward. I am your host today, Marlow. Wanted to remind you guys, if you wanted to chat along, let us know how fucking stupid we look in our dope-ass Steelers jerseys. Feel free to hop on over to YouTube, hop over to Facebook if you would like as well, too. Play along, chat with us, comment, let us know how stupid we are. Tell us how dumb our fucking bets are. That's what it's all about. Cheers. Let's dive into it. Cam, starting off with you. How the hell have you been? We missed out. Thanksgiving passed. You are now officially moved into the 10,000 takes house. The house got a little bit crazier. How's it been, man? How'd the move go?
Fucking horrible. Moving's the worst. I've moved every year for the past 4 years, and I think I'm done. I think I'm just going to live here forever. Even if a new family moves in, I am now their son. Because moving is fucking horrible.
Are you cool with having other daddies? I know you're close to your daddy, but what do you feel about having multiple daddies?
I don't have a daddy. I have a dad. But
who are the daddies in the 10K house? Who's your daddy in the 10K house?
Yeah, break it down. Who, if you had to build your ideal 10K family, starting with your daddy, who's your daddy?
Yeah, who's daddy?
Who is
Myself.
daddy? No.
No, it can't be
your
you.
daddy.
You're Cam.
No.
Who's daddy?
not daddy, but I would say Jack Bossman is probably the dad of the house.
Jack's daddy. Okay.
He keeps everyone
What up, daddy?
What's up, daddy? Daddy, I'm home. That's Cam's new life in the 10K house.
Now, who's Big Mama? Who's Mama?
I don't know. There's no mom. Donnie's just kind of there, and then Jake's just that one that sits in the corner and has Tourette's episodes all the time.
Yeah, so. Jake's the youngest brother with ADHD. He just doesn't shut the fuck up and just like he's yelling all the time.
And he's the oldest in the house too. So.
You're bringing chicks over to the house, and you're just like, oh, don't mind him. He's just like he's fucking weird. Like we're barely related. He might even be adopted, to be honest with you. I don't know. But, Renz, late to the party, of course, the other co-host of our show. What the fuck? Why were you late? I put out 8:15, spent a ton of time on the graphics.
They look great. You did a really good job.
You absolutely fuck us. I
didn't fuck anyone. I've waited for you two fuck faces before.
That's bullshit.
No.
To be fair, you did want to record yesterday, and a lot of things happened. I forgot my wife had a birthday. Cam decided to move into a new place. So I guess technically we're even. We're split. We're all good.
It's just been a long week for everyone. With the snow, I've had it with the snow. It's fucking... I actually don't mind the snow. It's just driving in the snow. I fucking hate it.
How long have you lived here?
Forever, and I hate it every year.
You can't.
And I gotta move. I move it for a living, and I hate it.
I think the hardest part about like snow, especially guys at our age, like you and me, Renz, is that my bones hurt all the fucking time.
Yeah,
that's because you guys are fucking old.
I know. I'm a pretty active guy.
This was like the first year where I like low key feel old. I'm 31, and I'm like, man. Like, I know what people mean. They're like, you just start like hurting. Like, you'll just wake up and you're like, ooh, slip on my shoulder weird. Now it just hurts for a day.
If I have more than 2 beers, I am miserable for the next week. It's brutal, Cam. That's what you have to look forward to becoming a down on Minnesota sports fan. Like, you just hate everything, as well as like it's gonna. You know what? I'm gonna stop my pauses off there. If we end up winning a championship, if the Vikings end up going off and popping off and doing something big, which we'll talk about in a little bit here, I'm gonna be so fucking mad at you because like we had to go. Me and Renz had to suffer for so long. Like, you're still young. Like, if you get one at this age, you're gonna have that winning mentality, and you're gonna have a little pep in your step when you're talking to Daddy Leverance. That's something you have to look forward to. But a couple things we're going to talk about. First thing we need to address as well, too, we are wearing our Steelers jerseys, all three of us. By the way, we are cheapskates. We lose all of our money on sports bets. That's why you're here. That's why you're listening to us. And so what did we do? We ordered Chinese knockoff jerseys. And
Marlow thought he would never get it.
I
Marlo
didn't
was
think
me and Cam were on the same page. We're like, yeah, I remember whatever. We use the same website. And Marlo's like, no.
I've never been more scared in my entire life. And the only reason we did this, it was stupid because we hit our fantasy football draft. We're not going to dive into that. You can listen to It's a Bit if you want to hear fantasy football talk. But Status Quo sucks. Wild Take sucks. Has Been sucks. I mean, there's a lot of really bad teams that have a really high potential to get pelted with paintballs for content. At the end of this year, maybe this upcoming summer, I guess, as well, too. But we ended up drafting. I was begging. I was like, get a Steelers player. Steelers are back. Steelers are dogs. Trubisky is the boy. And sure as shit, I was wrong. But Pickens is looking pretty good. So we drafted George Pickens with one of our final 2 picks. I think it was the second to last pick. On our board, we ended up dropping him like 3 weeks later. He was shit. So the issue is we drafted him. We ordered the jerseys immediately. We're like, oh, potential rookie of the year candidate. Let's get some jerseys. Let's look smart.
He is good.
He is good. He had a sick catch last week. He looked out of his mind. And now I don't know. I guess we look okay because we got the right player. Like if we would have got Trubisky's like I originally wanted, I think we would have looked even more stupid.
Free George Pickens though. He's on State of Skull. He's on their team now, and that team is miserable. So
yeah,
he should be traded.
Do we want to cheer for him then? I don't know. But can I start off? I think so. One of the things that we do on the show is we like to talk about grievances. I think that's where we can kind of dive in right away. We can talk about all the piss poor things that have happened over this past week. For in this case, 2 weeks. I didn't originally have this on my list, but Cam, I'm going to put you on it. And it's been a while since I put you on my grievance list, but there is a reason you're on my grievance list. It has nothing to do with you personally. It has to do with that jersey you're wearing. It kind of looks like an Iowa Hawkeyes jersey. It's a little tough from this angle that you're looking at. On top of that, too, they just got Michigan's quarterback, whatever the fuck his name is, the dog shit one that hit the portal or hit the transfer portal, is now gone his way to Iowa. Thoughts?
Dog shit quarterback playing for Iowa. That's par for the course. Even though PJ still can't beat him, but I know I just realized this looks like an Iowa jersey too, and I might have to burn it because who hates Iowa? Well, we hate Iowa.
We do hate Iowa. Renzi boy, you looking sleek. You looking like a snack in that white. Not too fucking bad.
I'm not gonna lie, this might be the best one. You've got like the color rush. Cam's got just the OG black one. I mean, this one's clean.
I did put myself in a pickle this past Vikings game as well too. We ended up talking about. I put out the thing where I was like, "Hey, if TJ Hawkinson gets a touchdown here, like I'm gonna buy his J." And then like 3 plays later, immediately got a touchdown. So, ordered, got it. I even went with the purple and gold ones because those are the best jerseys that we have. Like ditch the white, who needs it? Yeah. So to start, Cam, you were on my grievance. I can kind of dive into my next one as well too, and then we'll kind of go around the room. Obviously, Jeff Saturday is one of my grievances, and not for the reason you think it would. I hate to be the guy who's like, hey, let's pummel on the Indianapolis Colts, but let's pummel on the Indianapolis Colts. Jeff Saturday, like we knew he was going to be shit. Like the writing was on the wall. He got his first win right off the bat. And then anybody that thought they would pop off from there, I think is a moron. But my biggest like grievance with him is that I feel like when you're coming down to the end of the game, they showed him. I saw a clip. They were coming down to the end of the game. Like Matt Ryan went on a little scramble, fell down, or sacked, I guess, technically. And then they cut to Jeff Saturday because like they're like, oh, we got some downtime. They're about to run play. Jeff Saturday's not even speaking. He's just sitting like this. there's like 40 seconds left at this point. They ended up burning off like 30 seconds of clock, but he's sitting there just like this. It's like that's when your coach should be fucking talking. Like that's I feel like you don't have to be a head coach to be like, or like have head coach NFL experience to be like, I should probably say something here, shouldn't I? Or maybe call a timeout when you have 3 of them. It's not even the fact that he doesn't have the experience, not even the fact that he's not a legitimate head coach. It has more so the fact to be like, that's common fucking sense. I feel like it's, I don't know. It's crazy to me. Jeff Saturday, grievance. Like I feel bad for Daddy Leverance. Grievance.
Hot seat. Daddy's on the hot seat.
I was watching that game with Jack, and I thought he was going to lose his fucking mind.
Cam, you might get a spanking from Daddy.
Who were you watching the game with?
With Jack Leverance.
Just say Daddy. Don't be weird about it. Just say Daddy.
No.
What do you guys call him at your house?
I will never call anyone Daddy.
Daddy.
No. Missed opportunity. Cam, you got any grievances this week, buddy?
I have one. It's Call of Duty because it's making the Cardinals fucking suck. And my stupid little peanut brain, every week when I go to bet on football, I'll like look at the games and the Cardinals will always be underdogs. And I'll think, I'm like, well, they got Kyler, they got Hopkins, like they have a good team. And I bet them money line every fucking
TJ
time.
Watt.
Yeah, no. He's on the Steelers.
JJ Watt.
There
Sorry.
we
Steelers on the brain.
But I'll bet the money line every time, and then they just suck. So yeah, it's Call of Duty because of Kyler.
Which is funny. I don't want to deter away, but Kyler Murray was on my grievance list. Like, Drenz, I don't want to cut you off or get away from your grievance, but a lot of it more so is the slander tossed at Kyler Murray. I don't know if you saw the news that broke today that he is a selfish piece of shit, apparently, who only cares about himself. I won't stand for the Kyler Murray slander as long as he's on our fantasy team. When he's off our fantasy team, I don't give a shit. He kind of fucking sucks. But it's just crazy and criminal, the amount of hate. And it was funny, too, because I remember when we first started this show, that was one of our talking points leading into the season. It's like, why does everybody hate Kyler Murray? We're slowly starting to find out, oh, yeah, that's why everybody fucking hates Kyler Murray, is because he is the most up and down guy I've ever seen, like, on a football field. So, well-deserved grievance. Renz, what do you got? Any grievances on your end?
Well, I kind of already said the one. First one is the snow. But then again, Cam pointed out that I'm an old bitch, and I guess I should just deal with it. I hate it. You're driving down the highway. There's 2 inches of snow on the fucking road. You got the douchebag and the lifted truck going 70, the grandma and the Prius going 20. It's like, let's just we'll all work together and get there. I don't know why it bugs me. I hate it. Sorry, Cam. Sorry.
No, you're good. I can't agree with having a grievance against the snow because you should be used to it by now. But the bad drivers in the snow is fucking miserable.
This is where it gets goofy. What describes a bad driver to you, Cam? Like, you're young. Me and Renz maybe have the same definition. What's a bad driver to you in Minnesota snow?
Anyone that goes less than the speed limit, or like 10 less than the speed limit, I guess. Like when it's snowing, like you can go the speed
in
limit.
The snow.
You shouldn't be going less.
See, Renz, this is where Renz's old head's coming in here. He's like, motherfucker, in the snow? You just sounded like
you got that
like
fancy new pickup. You're that guy. You are him.
Renz just sounded like every dad in the movie ever. Like, motherfucker, what are you talking about? You're driving that quick in the snow?
Buy a car with all-wheel drive. If you have to go that slow, Renz, you go under the speed limit. You go more than 10 miles an hour under the speed limit when it snows.
When there's 2 inches of snow on the highway?
Yeah.
Yes.
You are 65 years old.
In this, I will say I might be the middle ground. In the snow, I do drive the speed limit, if not 5 under. That's like the quickest I'll go.
Yeah.
Anything outside of that, I'm going 10 over. If this is I have a grievance when it comes to summertime. I do 10 over. If you want to do more than 10 over, go fuck yourself. Move over. Like, I'm not helping you. You're like, sorry, I'm already doing my fucking part. Talk to the 3 people in front of me. Like, what do you want from me?
I agree with that.
But I think one thing we can talk about. I don't want to stay. Do you have any more grievances, Renz? I'm sorry, I didn't want to take away from anything else.
No, we're good.
Perfect. I mean, and the one thing we can do is we can be thankful as we're coming out of Thanksgiving. We need to talk about people we're thankful for, and the one thing we know we definitely are thankful for is our sports betting partner, Better Edge. If you do not know who Better Edge is, they are a safe, legal sports betting platform. And guess what, Cam? Guess what? We're live on their platform right now. If you go to the search tab, you go to the explore tab, we're live. We're in a little box on a video. People are watching us from the Better Edge app. Now, if you want to participate, I don't recommend you leave the Better Edge app. Come head over to our YouTube. Come chat with us as well, too. But what if I told you could use code 10K today and get yourself $20 for free? You can bet against Kyler Murray. You can bet against Call of Duty. You could bet against Josh Allen, who's falling apart as we start to speak. But the one thing you can definitely bet on is the Minnesota Vikings. Shut up. We're moving on. Fucking Josh Allen Stan.
I'm just the only reason why I say that, not to disrupt your ad, but is because Josh Allen just made maybe the greatest fucking play ever.
I'm just bitter because I had him as like first scoring touchdown and he just didn't get it. It was some guy named Davis or Johns or whatever, some dork. So I'm pissed about it. But the one thing you can bet on, not to take away from my ad read, is you can bet on the Minnesota Vikings. And what if I told you we're going to talk about futures? Let's talk about futures a little bit. Your Minnesota Vikings just advanced to being plus 1,800 to win the Super Bowl. Do you remember where they started off in the beginning of the season? It
was like
according to Vegas Insider, it was plus 4,000. By the way, that put them as a tie. Hear this out. This is the list of teams. We were tied at plus 4,000 with the New England Patriots. Dog shit. We were tied with the New Orleans Saints. Dog shit. We were just a hair behind the Commanders, who were at plus 6,600. Heineke's okay, but otherwise, dog shit. They put us in, and even then, the win total was set at 8.5 for the season. I remember talking about it on It's a Bet on KFan. I was on KFan. It's not that big of a deal. We have that partnership. No big deal. It's not a big deal, but I was on it numerous times. But one thing we talked about was the win over total for the Minnesota Vikings being set at 8.5, and the payout. Like they thought for sure it was going to be an under. It's bonkers that the odds makers end up going that route. But your Minnesota Vikings are looking pretty good. Renz, what do you take on the Vikes right now?
Well, first of all, fucking A, look at you. Look at you being the big fan you are, Marlow.
Listen, hey,
are they? So what
real.
level on the fraud level? Where are they now? To you,
they maybe have the F, the R, the A, but the U and the D is missing.
Okay.
Cam's got the D, Daddy Leverance. But go on with your point on the Vikings. Go on with your point. I have some stats I want to throw your way as well too to talk about the Vikings. Kind of hype, get us even more fucking excited for the 2 people that are listening in on this right now. Go ahead, Renz. What do you Vikings? It's not about me.
At plus 1,800. I mean, I don't know. It's still not a bad bet. I mean, they got a good shot, but I don't know if I'd bet it. I don't know. I wouldn't put a ton on it. If there was, I kind of wish it was a little less. I wish everyone kept thinking we were frauds. Like if it was like a plus like 2,200 maybe, and like drop a couple spots, which I could see it changing. Like we'll probably, I don't know. We might lose to the Jets. Might win.
Really?
But if we like, I can see it, dude.
They have a solid defense.
Yeah, and I still think our secondary is dog shit. But I mean, we made Mac Jones look like Tom Brady last week.
That is true. Yeah, it's seriously that's where the fraudulent part comes in. You asked me how much of frauds they are. I still hate our secondary. I don't like it at all.
Harrison Smith, I think the only way we win the Super Bowl is if we play like we did last week. We got to score shit ton of points.
Yeah,
and you got to have big. You got to get an electric play from Dalvin Cook once again.
Cam,
you got to get him going.
Yeah, as a positive Scolger, where do you think? Yeah, what do you feel about the Vikings in that line specifically? That massive jump from 4K.
I'm all in. I would maybe put a 10-unit bet on it. I just bought my playoff tickets today, actually, so I'm all in.
Oh shit! Okay, when are we going? You bought us, right?
Yeah.
Where are we sitting?
Yeah,
my grandpa. So yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Daddy Leverance got to open up that wallet.
Yeah.
I gotcha. But one thing I wanted to throw at you guys, like to keep this going real quick, Josie in the chat here wants to know what the plus minus for the 10K or the over under, I guess, for the 10K FS team losing. I don't think they get pelted for losing.
I don't know.
Or I want to get pelted.
I don't know if over under for that makes sense. It would.
No, it doesn't. I think, but he did say he was 4.5 vodka Red Bulls deep, so that's he's in shambles right now.
That's like my dad will always because he knows I'm like big into sports betting and I do this podcast and everything. And he'll always ask me that same question. He'll be like, "What's the over under that I make it to work on time?" I'm like, "Dad."
What you got to do is you got to fuck with him. You got to throw numbers at him. 32.
Yeah.
It'd be like, I'm gonna take the over. I would love that'd be very funny. I want you to bring that wit to every single episode. Just random numbers you throw at your dad, your papa, and then whatever number he throws back.
Holy fuck.
Oh no. Oh, you're busted.
That's awesome.
But anyways, I want to throw some stats at you. Let's talk Minnesota Vikings real quick. A couple things I want to say really, really fast. I looked up. I did a little bit of research. Not daddy, sorry. Leverance is daddy. Papa, me, Mickey Golden. I don't know. What I did is I ended up looking up the last team to win the Super Bowl that was 9-2 was the 2015 Peyton Manning Broncos, and they were also the last team to go 10-2 to end up winning the Super Bowl. Peyton Manning was whatever. Anyways, the one thing that I wanted to bring up, I think that's super important. The last team, because I think we match up well against the Jets. I think we do get 3 more wins in a row here. I like us against the Jets. I like us against with Detroit again, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And then we have
the Colts.
Yeah, which lock Jeff Saturday.
I don't know, dude.
But anyways, real quick, let me throw this at you. The last team to go 13-2 to win the Super Bowl, 2009 New Orleans Saints. Not to bring up a soft spot. 2009 New Orleans Saints.
What team finished 13-2?
I really do hate your
I'm saying that they went 13-2 before they ended. The last team to get to that record before winning a Super Bowl was the 2009 New Orleans Saints. That's what I meant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
You're like, this motherfucker can't do math. What the fuck is he? That's only 15.
It's going to be a weird stretch down the road because, I mean, I wonder how long the home field first place is going to be in play. I mean, and then it's going to be jockeying for. It'll be impossible to like jockey for position, like who you're going to play and shit like that. But I mean,
I'm gonna say we're gonna win every game of the rest of the year, but we are gonna lose to the Colts. That's a trap game.
What?
Yep. Just wait. Every time we play recently, like remember a couple years ago we played the Colts at home, just got fucking murdered by them.
This isn't the Gophers though.
Colts, we're gonna lose to the Colts and we'll win every other game.
I think we lose 2 more. I think we lose to Detroit and we lose to Green Bay.
Detroit?
Yep.
No.
Green Bay.
I think we lose. What do we play? Green Bay on like New Year's Day or some shit like that. Yeah.
Well, I think Green Bay is
they
Jordan
got nothing to lose.
Is Jordan Love going to be the quarterback at that point? Because I think that plays a big factor as well too.
Yeah, he probably will be, and they're not going to be playing for anything. So I think
no. I don't think. Yeah, I honestly don't think that I think the Colts don't have a chance. I understand what you're saying. Like that's you playing into the pessimistic. Like, hey, the Minnesota Vikings into Minnesota, they're going to be bad. We're kind of rubbing off on you a little bit, but I don't think
you're just saying that to keep Daddy happy.
Yeah, that's what it is.
My dad's got it.
You're talking about Daddy. Wait, which one, Dad or Daddy?
Yeah,
I only have one dad.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, but yeah,
and one Daddy.
Yeah, so the Vikings, like I said, we could be the 2009 Saints, just less targeting incidences. KOC was actually on Pardon My Take. I don't know if you guys got a chance to listen to that today. Great fucking interview.
That was awesome.
I think I would. I think I would do anything for KOC. I honestly think I would. If he is anything, like he seems like just the most down to earth, just dopest dude. Granted, you're doing an interview, like probably the most relaxed, like sports podcast that you possibly could do. But the dude just looked fucking like, I mean, he just sounded great. Like everything he said was just like super appealing. He's going to hit the gritty if they end up winning the NFC North as well, too, or end up going to the NFC North Championship, which I know what the NFC North is. But he said he's going to hit the gritty with the team. Justin Jefferson talked him down from a Super Bowl win to the NFC North. But I'm happy. KOC, best coach in this town. I agree with that. I think it's not even close. To be fair, small sample size, but that's besides the point.
Yeah. No, KSC's awesome. I like that too. The answer when he asked in the Bills game on 4th and 18, you just tell Kirk pretty much just huck it in Jefferson's direction. And
he's
that's pretty much what he did.
That was one of the coolest things. He goes, and his response, Cam, I don't know if you got to hear it, but his response was literally like, he goes, in a sense, I said that. He goes, because they said, hey, it was the play just to find Jefferson. He goes, yeah, in a sense. He goes, I tried to find a position when I was talking to Kirk to put him in a spot where he could line up in a single set, like even though it likely wouldn't be there. Just the fact that he gave the best opportunity for Jefferson to get open to try and be man-on-man coverage. And sure as shit, it was that 4th and 13 that he was talking about, that 4th and 13 play with that fucking catch. It was just sick. Sick.
That's awesome.
Which also, speaking of that catch, we need to thank everybody and anybody as well, too, that ended up buying the hoodies, ended up buying the T-shirts. They are in. I'm grabbing them. We're shipping them tomorrow, this weekend. They're going to be out there. You guys are going to get your stuff. Thank you. We appreciate it. We cannot do this without you. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. Well, you know what else we can't do without? Northern Lids. Our hat patch company provider. Northern Lids is a patch hat company run by Nick. I always say them. It's a one-man show. The guy does unbelievable work. By the way, I need to bring this up. We launched with him the 97 Cairo Kaprizov hat. I don't know if you remember that hat because we sold 50 on the first launch. It sold out in 2 seconds. Not even lying. 2 seconds, completely gone. He sold another 50. That one gone in 3 seconds. Completely gone. Cairo was wearing it in the postgame the other day. My hopes is that we see him again in the postgame after this wild game of him wearing it again as well, too. We just got to get him to wear it forward, little fucker. Just turn it around, jackass. Little Russian son of a bitch. Just flip it. Anyways, Northern Lids. Make sure you head over to Northern Lids today. I'm sure he would love that ad read. Like, just, keep talking shit on Kyril. But Northern Lids, I'm wearing one right now. I got the Warroad lid on right now. The guy does unbelievable work. You can outfit your team. You can outfit your company. You can outfit anybody from Northern Lids. Make sure you head over there today and get yourself some patch hats. Tell them Marlow sent you. Tell them Cam sent you. Tell them Renzi sent you. So tell them we all came.
We all do.
We all came.
I think he makes hats for like every high school hockey team.
He
on
does.
Twitter or whatever. It's
apparently, except for Sault St. Paul.
Bloomington, whoever.
You don't make a fucking Sault St. Paul hat, and that is another grievance of mine.
Throw
Give me
him
a
on.
Sault St. Paul hat.
There we go. Yeah, throw one of our main sponsors on the grievance list. Like, hey, Nick, come on, man. Fuck. He texted me right now. He said he's out. But anyways, one last thing. We got a couple things we're going to do. We're going to talk about obscure sports news. This is stupid. I just wanted to find dumb things that I could talk about here. Originally, I went down a hole. As these guys know, I don't even know if I can say this, I love edibles. And so what happens when I take edibles, I go down rabbit holes. I go down deep rabbit holes. And I started to experiment and look into something that's called hobby horsing. Do you guys know what hobby horsing is? Well,
is that like where you have a horse as a hobby?
Let me break it down for you.
Like an equestrian. Are you
Listen,
become an equestrian?
Very similar. Yes. So, Renz, let's say, for example, your dream as a little girl was to always own a pony. But then
my daddy wouldn't let me.
Then Daddy Leverance was just like,
yeah,
Renzy baby, we can't afford a pony. I can't get you one. So what?
I bought Cam playoff tickets. I can't afford that.
Yeah, I can't. Little baby Cammy emptied out Daddy's wallet. But so imagine like that conversation goes down, but then Daddy Leverance is just like, I have another solution we can do. I'm gonna put a horse head on a stick, and you can just pretend to ride around that pony. Does that sound like fun? And you're like, yes, Daddy Leverance, that sounds great. And then what happens is you get really good. And by really good, I mean you just run around your fucking yard for no reason at all. You're jumping over shit. You're having a blast. And then Daddy Leverance is like, Renz is pretty good at this. He's like, is there competitions out there? Well, guess what? You can go to fucking Finland and go in the world championship. And so,
wow.
Anyways, that's a thing. These like kids, these adults, there's an adult section. So Renz, if it's not too late, you can still do this. If you want to make a trip to Finland, apparently it's set for June 10th of 2023. If you want to take a roadie,
I got the body for it.
To Finland. Sure. I would love to sign you up for the open. Can Daddy Leverance pay for that trip, please? Let's get him on some horses.
Husky division.
But that got me down a weird thing. Is I was like, what other obscure sports exist out there? And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to make sure that I let you guys know that there's stuff that's going on in the world. So we always talk about football, we always talk about hockey, we always talk about all this other stuff, but not a lot of people are getting the news and attention they deserve. So one person that I did find, I have two stories for you. I did find that there's a women's body. She's a body builder, right? So she's those people that like dehydrate themselves and show off their muscles and stand on stage and over tan and everything like that. Well, Carrie McDonald is 43 years old. She claims that she didn't step into a gym until 1 year ago, just has really good genes. Bullshit, Carrie. You're a fucking liar. You thought this was going good for you, Carrie. You're a fucking fraud. There's no shot anybody could go into a bodybuilding competition, let alone at 43. Ren steps outside, his bones hurt. And he's way younger than you, Carrie. You jackass. But she's out there claiming, oh, I just started stepping to the gym last year. Liar. Carrie McDonald, you are a liar. You are a fraud. You're kind of like that Liver King guy, probably using a bunch of HGH or something.
Did you see that? Shit. Liver King uses $12,000 of steroids a month.
Oh, yeah. It was like $120K a year. It was like insane. $143K a year.
That guy's a loser. And I don't get people. Why would anyone want to look like the Liver King guy? I mean, that's just silly.
I love the bit.
Look like me.
I love
silly.
I love the bit where I can't remember who said, but someone's like, so he did all this and like lied about it. Like, just put on. Now you can just put on. Like, why'd you not do deodorant? Like, that's the weirdest part. Like, you made that conscious choice to just fucking smell like ass. And Aspula fucking dunked on him. I don't know if you saw that one from the fights not that long ago. He's like, who the fuck is this clown? Like, just straight up. All 3'2" of him was just like, fuck this guy. But another one, we're going to get to the last one, and then we'll get into some NFL picks that we're going to do at the end here as well, too. But speaking of Finland is like it's deep. The rabbit hole is very deep. They have something that's called the World Cell Phone Throwing Championship. And it's all measured in meters. So my brain can't do the math on how far this is. But the 2019 her name is she's from Poland. Her name is Beata Iwanicka. She threw a cell phone 41 meters. The top person, the best throw in the world for the women was 67.58. I don't know what the math is on that feet or whatever. But this isn't that weird. Besides the fact you're just hucking a cell phone in Finland, and she's from Austria as well. So her name is the weirdest part about her name is Ivana Wiener.
Nice. No, it's not.
It's 100%. Pop it on the screen. Ivana Wiener. Her name is it's Yvonne Wiener. Ivan Wiener. Either way,
Marlo, how many times can you change your middle name?
Yeah,
that's a great question. Sounds like we got a new one here, huh? Something to consider.
What the fuck is wrong with Finland?
Finland's wild, yo. There was a couple more different sports on there that I saw that was just bonkers. But cell phone throwing, and then they do hobby horsing, which Renz will participate here in June of 2023. Yeah. So something to keep.
I thought you were going to start talking about the World Cup, but we talked about bizarre sports.
I don't soccer.
I don't. It's the flopping and the fucking falling over. It's brutal. Just, it's hard to watch.
I can't imagine. Like, it's got to be wild to sports bet on this. Like, I wish I would have saw the odds on the France and Tunisia game. I don't know how you say that country. Tunisia. That's it. Yeah. I wanted to know what the odds were on that game because Tunisia ended up stomping France. 1-0.
I bet on the U.S. game against against England because I'm like, I guess. And then I watched the last 20 minutes and ended a tie. I'm like, yeah. This is fucking so no one. I mean, I get like a draw of a bet, but it's like just because no one fucking scored.
Yeah,
breaking news. Fucking game.
Soccer sucks. Soccer is the worst.
Yeah,
all-time baller move, not a grievance. Christian Pulisic with the it's called soccer shirt.
Yeah,
underneath his awesome. Kit, boy. that
guy's like. We should make that shirt, Marlo. We should just get shirts that say it's
called soccer. If I'm gonna make a shirt, I want Pulisic on it with the like him lifting it up. I want that full image on the shirt.
A shirt on a shirt.
Out of that shirt on a shirt under.
And then we'll make a hoodie of a hoodie with the shirt of a shirt.
Fucking right.
Yeah, that's pretty tight.
So outside of that, that's all I really had for the obscure sports news. The one thing I wanted to dive into next, we're not going to talk about the Minnesota Wild. They're ass cheeks. They're donezo. But we did want to get into some NFL picks as we're starting to wrap up this show here. No crazy games to start here, but we did want to do is we did want to go in like a draft order and end up picking our favorite picks. We're going to start keeping score of that stuff so you can actually see who's a good sports bettor. Not Renz taking USA over England. That's like their number one sport. It's their seventh sport. And we fucking drew them. Like, that's embarrassing, England. Take that. But what I wanted to throw out some picks. I wanted to see where we lie. I think, do we go in this order of who is here first? So Marlow, myself, Cam, and then Renzi Boyle. I think we go in that order. We'll snake draft it. That sound pretty good?
Is that fair?
What do you mean? Is that fucking fair?
Whatever Marlow wants.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I was on time. Anyways, my first pick, I think, so basically what this is, we're just taking games that we absolutely love this weekend. And like I said, we're going to keep score. I'm going to start off a little bit weird. I kind of love the Chicago Bears plus 126 at home over the Green Bay Packers. I know I did hear Rodgers is playing, but I love shut the fuck up. My turn. I would love for this to be the final nail in the Aaron Rodgers coffin, and we get Jordan Love coming up in the next few weeks. So this is more of a hopeful bit. Maybe not 1 of 1 overall. Probably shouldn't have been, but I think that's what I'm going to go with. I want to go the Bears, the Bears over the Packers money line plus 126. That's my pick first overall. Cam, you're next.
Sorry, Josie killed me with that comment.
I love the what happened guy.
What happened?
Oh man, I fucking love it.
God, I have the Vikings -3 against the Jets.
That's a good bet.
This is finally the game where the Vikings win by 14 plus. We finally show that we can dominate a team. Well, we dominated the Packers week 1, but since then we haven't dominated anyone. So this is the week we win by 21.
I like the Jets defense though. I think
this is the game where you also are going to end in a draw. I think this game ends with Greg Joseph field or Rodrigo Blankenship.
It's going to be a Greg Joseph missed field goal or like a missed field goal, and they're going to win by 2.
Yep.
But all right, fair point. Renzi, what do you got for your third pick?
The pervert revenge game, Deshaun Watson, Cleveland, Houston. I'm going to go under 47.
Okay.
I think Deshaun Watson, I don't know when the last time he played. He's going to be rusty. Houston is bad. Houston's really bad. I was shocked it was at 47. I think under 47 is pretty much a lock.
I kind of wanted to sprinkle the over on that one. I'm not going to lie to you a little bit.
What?
Because I just want to.
Houston might not score. Like they might not score. And there's no way Cleveland scores.
But then here's the deal. Brissett comes in, right? They rest Watson, and Brissett's a dog. He can get some points on the board.
They ain't putting Brissett in.
Why would they?
They're paying Watson way too much.
No, but if they're winning, let's say they're up 23-0, right? At half. Are they going to keep playing Watson, or are they going to just throw Brissett in and be like, hey, Brissett's great. Like, we can rest our guy? Or
they're not going to have
is it a
Brissett
rust
in to
thing?
run up the score. They're going to hand it off to
I hope
Kareem Hunt. And,
I hope
They
the
can run
Texans
over.
win by 35. Because
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson.
yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
Renz, you missed earlier. We're like, hey, let's not talk about Deshaun Watson today. And Renz,
Oh, really? You have to.
I love
I mean,
Deshaun
it's
Watson.
It's arguably
I
the
love
biggest NFL
unders.
story of the weekend.
Hey, don't say that. You can't say you love Deshaun Watson. You might be like Kanye today.
No, you have to talk about it. It's arguably the biggest NFL story of the weekend.
It is.
So-
All right. Good
And
point.
also, quick point out, Roger
And I
Goodell,
did call it the pervert game.
Roger Goodell's a
Credit
fucking
to me.
perv, too, for giving him an 11-game suspension just so he could play the Texans his first game.
Yeah, that was
So scripted,
planned.
it's unbelievable.
Anyways, Renz, what's your second pick for the weekend?
Kansas City Chiefs -2 over Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah. Yep.
I think I was shocked too. I mean, Cincinnati's turning it around, but I mean, they don't look like they have it all together. And I mean, KC they look pretty good. I mean, they kind of stumbled a little bit last week, but I think they cover -2 pretty easy.
Okay.
My
Cammer.
I have Titans +4.5 against Philly. Philly's looked beautiful lately, and that Titans team is sneaky good. It's every year the Titans are just super good. Everyone thinks that they're bad, and they just have a good record. So +4.5 seems like a good bet to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm torn here. There's one I want to take for the bit. There's also another one that I want to take also for a different bit. And then there's one that I think is a smart play. This is where I'm torn. I'm going to go Cincinnati Bengals +3. I'm better edge right now, +3.
You
What?
can't. Ren's already bet that game.
No, he bet but
I bet the Chiefs.
You want to do it that way? All right, that's
You
fine.
you said in the group chat you can't bet the same game.
I meant the same line. That's fine. Whatever. Okay, I'll go with a different one then. If you guys want to pretend that there's rules that didn't exist before,
I think you can
I
bet
have
that.
fucking receipts.
It's a complete different bet.
I'm trying to go against them.
Yeah, it'll make it interesting.
Sure. Go.
Then on Sunday I can be texting Marlo, "Fuck you." And
All right. Yep. Bengals +3. I think they. I think they do win outright. It's the Joe Burrow bit. State of School dropped them. We want to dunk on them. I want to show that Joe Burrow is Joe Burrow again. And I love the Bengals. I know, obviously, the Chiefs are the Chiefs. Like, there's no doubting that. This is probably a stupid play, but I live for stupidness.
Tunisia.
Tunisia. Tunja.
Is Jamar Chase playing?
I don't fucking care. Bengals +3.
Okay.
I don't know if he is, to be honest with you. I heard he might be back, but I haven't seen an update since then. So Jamar Chase, in case he is, Jamar Chase +3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I have a back-to-back here as well too. I totally forgot about that. For the bit, I kind of want to take. I'm not going to win a ton of money if I go this route. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Steelers +1.5. It's paying out +101, so positive money. But I think for the bit, I'm going to go Steelers.
There you go. We're a Steelers podcast, so you have to. For my last pick, I'm going to go with where did it go? I have a Saints money line over the Buccaneers. Tom Brady can't beat the Saints. He sucks against the Saints. Last year, when the Saints played the Bucs in primetime in Tampa, I won a shit ton of money because I picked Saints money line. So we're rolling with Saints money line again.
That's bold.
And I hate to do this, but I'm gonna fucking piss myself. So
Andy Dalton
is great.
Andy Dalton's our quarterback, right?
Yeah.
And Tom Brady's on the other side, even though Tom Brady kind of stinks. It's still Tom Brady.
Even if Andy Dalton goes down, it's Jameis Winston. You know that, right? Either way, it's not. I don't think that's a good play.
And they got that weirdo. They got that weirdo Taysom Hill too.
I know stats are stats, but sometimes stats aren't good to go on.
No, I don't like the Saints. I don't like Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill reminds me of the kid in high school that wore shorts on really cold days.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why.
I don't understand what you're trying to say or how that ends.
In high school,
we're back. We are
what
back,
up, girls?
Sexfine.biz. We are back. The bots are
in this city. In our city.
Wait, close to me. Wait,
but they're virtual girls.
We're in different. Wait, how are they in my? What? How's that gonna help me? Anyways, that seems like a
Where's
great
Cam
outro.
when you need him?
Great elbow. He's too horny. He's watching this on YouTube.
Cam, we can hear you pissing.
I think that's a great outro. We got the porn bots back. They are up there a lot.
I never got my last pick.
Oh, wait. Oh yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. Do your last pick. Do your last pick.
Justin Jefferson, anytime touchdown, plus 110.
What? Okay, we're doing props?
You said bets.
All right. Yeah, I respect
You,
it.
no,
Right.
I'll pick a different. I can
No.
pick a different one.
No. You want to cop out? Go ahead. I don't care.
I'm just trying to be a good sports bettor. Plus money for a Justin Jefferson touchdown anytime.
That is a great play. I'm going to let you do it because it is plus money. I love that.
Yeah. If it was if it wasn't plus money, I wouldn't bet it. But plus 110, I have to.
I love it.
Kind of a homer pick.
Yeah. Pornbots came in. Yeah, Pornbots came in. We got a Jefferson touchdown. I like that. I think we're sitting in a good spot. What an ending to this episode.
If Jefferson scores, or when he scores a touchdown, I'm going to tweet out like a weird like Pornbot picture or something. I don't know if that exists, but
all right. Looks like Cam's not coming back. I'm just going to remove him so we can finish talking about sports. But I don't know. So you missed out as well, too, Cam. You ended up taking Justin Jefferson anytime touchdown because he's kind of scummy, but it is plus money, so I'm cool with it.
That's I don't know if that's allowed.
It's plus money. I think we have to allow it.
You just said NFL bets.
That is on me. That is on me. So
True.
I think it's a great outro.
Wait, hold on. The fucking porn bots made it again.
Yeah, they're back. I said this is why it's a great thing, Danny. We'll throw them on the screen. We'll do a quick outro. Make sure you head over to Better Edge. Make sure. I mean, and then make those Saul St. Paul hats and rollerblades. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. We can end it right here. We appreciate you. We love you. Goodbye.
Bye.